Well, it's been a pretty warm day. Temperatures got back into the 90s. Have you had your HVAC serviced yet by R&R Controls? No? Mm, what are you waiting on? Do I need to come to your house and pull you by the neck and just make you dial the numbers? Oh, come on. Here we go. Monday is the first day of fall, and I know it's not going to feel like it, but I can tell you this, and you're getting ready to see it. It is going to rain. And we may be picking up on some very beneficial rain next week. I know you think I'm kidding, but I'm not. I'm going to show you in just a minute. But first, to give some props to our sponsor, R&R Controls. Yes, it is getting ready to rain. And before you know it, it is going to get much cooler. And so let's be ready for fall. Fall may officially start on Monday, but I can tell you not long after that, that's when things really start to change. And they're going to change before you're ready for it. I can tell you that. So what you need to do is call R&R Controls, have them come out, take a look at your system. Take a look at that HVAC. Take a look at your generator. Take a look at your not just your heating and cooling, your ventilation systems and all that. They can do that. Just give them a call, 270-777-2024. Again, that's R&R Controls, 270-777-2024. R&R Controls, never be without. Well, I couldn't wait to get in here and tell you about all this. It is Saturday, September 20th, and I'm Chris Allen, and this is 270 weather. Weather for the 270 area code and beyond. Where's my logo? I need my logo. Please put up my logo. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, well, for some reason, wanting to show, but that's okay. Interesting. There it is. I just had to hit the right button. Okay. If you're looking behind me, you can see that there's really not much going on right now, but there have been some little showers that have tried to get going today around us. I do think, though, that by tomorrow, we're going to begin to see showers and thunderstorms. And now it's looking like we are going to get some beneficial rain very soon. In fact, much of next week is looking a little bit on the wet side and unsettled. Our high today, 94 here at the airport, 12 degrees above the normal. The normal high has gone down one more degree to 82. So, as that normal daily high maximum starts to go down, well, our spread is going to be more when it's this warm. So we should be at 82. We're at 94 today. So that's a 12-degree difference. The low, 62, no rainfall past 24 hours. But soon there will be something that shows up on the radar. Let me center this up a little bit more and even zoom out some. Now I'm going to switch radars here because we do have some activity going on in parts of southern Illinois and a nice little gust front. You see that? Headed for Evansville. Look at this, from Vincennes to Princeton to Evansville. See that? That's a little gust front. And it is an outflow boundary that forms when these thunderstorms start to collapse. And along that boundary, we can have new developing thunderstorms. It's a possibility that some of you up there close to the Ohio River, from Evansville to Owensboro to maybe Henderson, possibly even Madisonville over toward Litchfield, could see something develop with that later on. But we're losing daytime heating now that we're getting into past sunset. Some of this may not happen. But here's the thing, all of this is really giving us an indication that there's a lot more activity out there that's going to start to get going. And there's an area of low pressure up here that eventually is going to help us out, and a closed off low pressure system in the coming days, which is not only going to help us out, but it is going to help bring us some beneficial rain. It's about doggone time. Whew. All right, we'll get into that in just a moment. Let's check current conditions with the Kentucky Mesonet Network here at 7:08. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Most of you hit the low 90s today. There were a few places that were upper 80s, but most of you hit low 90s. No rainfall past 24 hours around here, but we had some pretty decent rainfall and getting some up there toward Dixon, Kentucky. That's in Webster County, close to the Ohio River. There was about 0.08 of an inch of rain in Madisonville at the Kentucky Mesonet site there, and about that much in Hopkinsville. Some of that came this morning, some of it this afternoon, 0.07 in Cadiz, and then 0.04 of an inch of rain in Elkton in Todd County. But really not very many other people got showers. 0.03 in Hartford in Ohio County. That was it. Winds right now, light and variable, and will continue to be that way as we get on into the night. All right. Let's go to now the possibility of rain. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the best rain chances that I have seen in a long, long time. Let me see if I can make this bigger. I can't. Okay. Why not? I don't know why it's not allowing me to make this bigger. No, I don't want to see me. I want to make this bigger. It's not letting me do it. I don't know. Sometimes I get aggravated. But anyway, yeah, here we go. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Look at me. Oh my goodness. I get a gold star, don't I? All right. Would you look at that? Remember only a few days ago when I showed you this rainfall forecast map? There was a big old hole right over Kentucky. Well, look at this. Where do you see the highest rainfall now? Huh? Check that out. Look at that. And look, we go in the red. Okay. The red over here is looking between, I can't believe it, 3 and 4 inches of rain on the scale. Of course, that's for the next week, starting tomorrow, Sunday, But how about that? And that little kind of orange, lighter shade there in the middle of all the red looks like it may be just right up I-65. That's between 4 and 5 inches of rain. Oh my goodness. Hello. How about that? Now, there is a reason for that. It is because of a low pressure system that is going to sit right over about Iowa, Nebraska, Missouri, Illinois. It is just going to sit there by itself and spin. It is cut off from the upper jet stream. And so it has nothing to steer it out of the way. So what it's going to do, it's going to come in and just sit here right over, well, northwest of us, but right about Iowa. And it's just going to funnel in all that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and just sit there and sit there and sit there. And that's exactly what we need. The only other thing that would do that would be a tropical system. And we don't have a tropical system coming in. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is great news. This is what we've been waiting for. Now, I will also tell you this. Now, that's collectively over a week that we could have 3 to 4 inches or more. But we also, tomorrow, have the possibility of seeing a few strong to severe storms. Oh my goodness. How long has it been? Well, I heard that there was at least one day while I was gone to Alaska that you guys had the threat of severe weather and a few severe storms. So it's been since then, a couple of weeks ago. But this is for tomorrow, Sunday, September 21st. There is a level 1, as you can see, marginal risk that includes Louisville, Frankfort, Lexington, almost to Bowling Green, over to Corbin, London, Richmond, I-75, 71, 65, and even a little sliver of the Western Kentucky Parkway up toward Litchfield and Grayson County. Now, of course, weather doesn't follow straight lines, so this is just kind of an estimate of where the better setup would be tomorrow. This would be in the afternoon for a level 1 marginal risk of severe storms. So we're going to be set up for some of the storms, and mainly what this is going to be, it's going to be wind gust. There's no tornado outlook there. It's going to be wind gust. You see there, a 5 to 14% chance that we could have potentially damaging wind with any thunderstorms that pop up tomorrow afternoon. So that's what you need to watch for. Hail, nothing there. Don't think it's going to be a hail outlook. And then Monday, more thunderstorms, but this is all just your general thunderstorms, nothing that's severe. The rest of the week looks pretty quiet. So there's your severe weather outlook. No tornadoes. All right. No tornadoes. This is not that. This is not that kind of system. All right. Now let's get into the charts, and I'll show you day by day what's going to happen. So here we are right now, 7 p.m. Saturday. Painted in here a little bit because of those little showers I showed you on radar, mostly up in Illinois, Indiana. Some of that could come in here this evening. But as we get into your Sunday morning, pretty quiet. There could be some showers out west of us. But then as we go through the day, here's Sunday morning at 7 a.m., we could see some showers then, but the better chance of showers and thunderstorms will come Sunday afternoon and evening. And this is when some of those stronger storms could pop up. Okay. Let me zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now, let's get into Sunday evening. Same thing, but look at this heavier rain back here. Yeah. That is from the closed low pressure system. And you'll be able to see how this thing is just going to sit here and continue to crank out the rain for us. Hallelujah. Here we go. Sunday evening, Monday morning. Oh, come on. There we go. Let me try it again. Monday morning. Yep. Rain. Lots of rain. Tuesday. Lots of rain. Wednesday. Lots of rain. There it is. There's the closed low. And it's going to move kind of back and forth. This is more of a surface low. The other low is not really on the map here. It's an upper low that's cut off, and it's just going to sit and spin. And look at that. Just keep on cranking out the rain. This is Thursday. Here's Friday. Keeps going. Saturday. Still a few showers. Even next Saturday, a week from today. The rain is still in the forecast. It has been a long time since we've seen anything like this. I love it. Now, it's not going to immediately get rid of the drought, and it's not going to immediately get rid of burn bans. All of those things will continue even after it starts raining, but it will ease things up a lot if we get as much as what we're looking at. Okay. Let's go to the blender, the model blender, and let's take a look at temperatures and how things are going to. And look at that. Ha ha. Ha ha. Yeah. This is what I love to see. Look at that. Finally. Okay. So Monday is the first day, first official day of fall. We're going to be at mid to upper 80s, but then we fall on Tuesday into the low 80s, 80, 80. Look at those upper 70s next Friday, Saturday. And that would be when we're going to see some of the heavier rain. And then after that, we stay in the low 80s. Look at those lows dropping into the 60s and then the 50s. And that takes us all the way to October 1st, right there. And I think we could even be cooler than that. Now, that's nice. That is nice. I am so ready for it. What we want, folks. This is what we need. And it's coming at the right time. We're still in a drought. We're still in a severe drought. Some of you in extreme drought in Western Kentucky. It's been bad, but things are about to change. Finally, they're about to change. Just hang in there a little bit longer. Tomorrow, you'll start to see some pop up showers. We'll get again close to 90. And then after the showers start, the temperatures will start to go down mid 80s, then low 80s, then 70s. You saw it. So just hang in there a little bit longer and we're going to be just fine. This is typically the way these things happen. And I've told you before, like back in February when we had the first flood, kind of flooding rains, then in April, we had like a week or more full of rain every day, and we had the intense flooding. I said even then, I wish I had videotape so I could play it back. I said even then, I hope this doesn't mean we go into a drought situation later this summer, but I've seen it happen before. And it did happen because this is the way it happens. Everything is cyclical. So usually when you have times of very heavy rain, it'll be followed by a drought. Or when you have a long period of drought, then it makes up for it because then after that, you'll get some heavy rain. So that's exactly what's happening to us. It is all just coming back around. It does it all the time. It's done it ever since the world began, long time ago, long before us. And that's the thing I want people to keep in mind when they start spacing out and freaking out about, climate change and all this stuff. Yes, it's warmer right now, but that's the trend. The trend is about to change, and the drought is about to change into a period of unsettled wet weather. The cycle happens all the time, and it's happened since the beginning of time. Don't freak out over it. It's just nature. Hello. I know somebody out there is going to go, "Oh, sure, you're wrong, Chris. You're so wrong." All right, you can say I'm wrong. It's okay with me. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Okay, that's going to do it for this Saturday evening update of 270 weather. Thank you for watching as always.